The California desert, south almost to Mexico, Palm Springs is several hours away, LA another world. Take a wrong turn off Route 111, head into the dust and shrubs, and you might just find this. Hidden in the middle of a place meant to be nowhere, never intended for mention on any map, is a mobile city.
This is called the finger plant, I call it horny thorny. It's not particular about fingers, it'll grab you anywhere. And this is
Tony Williams is a desert vegetation specialist of sorts. They don't check university degrees here, and One Can, as she likes to be called, does sell plants, among other things.
And this is called a maiden's dream. Some people call it a donkey dick. This is the aloe vera, this is the yellow one. And this is a tomato plantation here. And believe it or not, I got tomatoes. You like to eat one?
No, I'm right.
You're scared, huh?
Yeah.
Home for the last 9 of her 65 years has been a piece of American dirt so unattractive to most, no one charges her or anyone else to live here.
From the middle of that road right down there to that old dead tree, that's about all I give a damn about.
It's about half a mile.
Well, that's it.
"60 years ago, that half mile was in the middle of a military training ground. Apparently, legendary tank commander George Patton used the area to prepare his first US Armoured Corps for the North Africa invasion during World War II. In the 60s, the military moved, tearing down its buildings, but leaving the concrete slabs, never guessing they'd make foundations for nomads of another era. The seeds of Slab City.
The Lord said, let there be light.
I think it's moose turd pie, but it's good, though.
A trailer camp of barely 100 people year-round.
How about a rousing chorus of This Little Light of Mine for Slab City, California, USA?
Okay, let's do it. This little light of mine.
Slab City grows to 5,000 or more in the mild winter months, populated by snowbirds, retirees who flock from the freezing northern US and Canada in about October, and park here until April's heat drives them north again.
Yeah, up north, there's a little saying up there that a duck is only about a half an inch wide between the eyes, but he's got enough brains to go south when the winter comes, you know.
Preacher Phil, as he's known, is the Slab snowbird pastor.
If I don't see James between now and next winter, he'll drive in one day. I'll be here setting up, and one day James will drive in, and then Oscar will drive in, and pretty soon it's like old home week again, you know. We're all here for the winter again. You know?
There's a sense of community that America is sadly missing in most instances. That happens right here, and I think that most people would give their eye teeth for that sense of community.
A winter paradise, but what about the few who stay for summer?
Wild Bill here has a great story about surviving the summer. Scorpions, black widow spiders, and rattlers.
You got to get them quick because they move fast. And that night I killed 14 black widow spiders all around my camp, and I never got bit one time.
Not only dangerous, Wild Bill, One Can and others concede, in the summer the slab is a furnace, up to 53 degrees.
Yeah, it's wonderful here in the wintertime. In the summer it's kind of really bad, you know.
But you live here in the summer anyway.
Yes, I do. I get naked and put my feet in a bucket and put the towel on my head and ask, what the F am I doing here another summer? But I'm here.
This is a south wind storm. It's a 34-footer.
But most slabbers fit a broader American trend, geriatric gypsies. Retiring sooner, living longer, able to afford homes with a steering wheel and headlights, an estimated 1 million Americans are spending their senior years on the road.
We can come and go as we please, but we like it here every year.
Well, yeah, you got to keep coming back, see where your friends went.
Yeah, we'll probably do this till at least until I'm going.
You might turn your toes up in Slab City.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. I would be cremated, and when the wind came up, I'd be all over the slabs.
There's no tap water, no phones, no electricity. So like others, Adolf Hafner powers his sander and satellite TV with solar panels.
So running the generator and use a lot of gasoline. I gotta buy the gas. So, son, I don't have to pay nothing. It's free.
Adolf sells his $15 birdhouses as a kind of bug repellent.
And you have a birdhouse, 2 of them around the house, and in the swallows moving, you won't have to worry about the mosquitoes. They eat all the mosquitoes around the house. They're just giving her, flying around.
This is, I'm working on this. I call this the back 40 or the glass garden.
Slab City is refining its visitor attractions.
And this is the glass garden. I'm still working on it.
What's the concept here, Ken?
The concept is just old junk and garbage and just things that nobody wants, and I've made a beautiful piece of shit out of it.
Turned it into art.
Yes.
One attraction here does leave you with a deep sense of only in America.
I built Salvation Mountain because I wanted everybody to know that God Almighty loves them.
Leonard Knights says a religious experience drove him to the desert in the mid-80s. Since then, he slapped about 50,000 litres of paint on a clay ridgeline overlooking the slabs. Salvation Mountain.
Where do you get all of your paint, Leonard?
I get my paint through people who look at the mountain and like it, and they'll say, when I come back, I'm going to give you a lot of paint, Leonard. I'll be honest, everything really good that's happening on this mountain, God Almighty did it.
The mountain has already been Slab City's salvation. Municipal officials wanting to clean up the city and charge squatter fees found it's against the law to have a religious shrine in a US park. And no one's game to bulldoze God's corner of the slabs.
I want the Congress of the United States of America now to protect it.
It should definitely be a national monument, I believe.
Some visitors are so moved, they pick up a brush and slap on a few litres.
Leonard's just created something just completely thrilling here, you know.
Now summer's coming. Slab City's evergreens are digging in as the snowbirds and their RVs head north.
There's a lot of nice ones, and there's a bunch of buttholes, but, you know, you kind of go through and cull them.
No one doubts it, but few can explain why. When the season turns again, the slabbers will be back to this, the unlikeliest of places to retire.